The sands of Egypt tell stories of gods and pharaohs, of monuments built to withstand the ages. But what happens when even stone gives in to an unseen force? What if history itself begins to melt? This is not the story of a gradual crumbling, the slow decay of time. This is the story of something much stranger, a mystery, etched not just in the sand but in the very stone that was meant to stand for eternity. Welcome to Tanis, the forgotten city, where the impossible seems to be happening. Tanis, once a vibrant capital city in the fertile Nile Delta, a city that rivaled even Thebes in its splendor and ambition. Pharaohs walked its streets, magnificent temples adorned the landscape, and colossal statues of gods and rulers stood guard, or so they were supposed to. In reality, Tanis was a city that rose and fell, abandoned and forgotten, leaving behind not just ruins, but questions, troubling questions. Lost in the sands for centuries, Tanis was rediscovered by archaeologists in the 19th century. They unearthed a treasure trove of history, royal tombs, artifacts, and the remains of a mighty civilization. But along with these treasures, they found a puzzle, a strange phenomenon that continues to baffle scientists and historians today. The statues everywhere in Tanis, you find them. Colossal figures of pharaohs and deities, figures that once stood proud and defiant. Yet they are melting, not in the way you would expect from natural erosion. No, this is something different. The stone seems to have flowed almost like melting wax. The facial features and sharp lines softened and lost their sharpness. It's as if an invisible fire has taken hold, transforming solid stone into something fluid, something unnatural. Some of the statues are still largely intact, though their edges are blurred, the details beginning to warp. Others, the most impressive, have lost almost all of their shape, appearing as surreal, abstract sculptures. What could cause such a dramatic and irregular process? Normal weathering patterns cannot account for this degree of deformation. Geological analysis has yielded no answers that can fully explain this strange phenomenon. Some experts have proposed the possibility of ancient concrete failing in its composition, but the evidence does not seem to support this idea. The artifacts, the tombs, even other stone structures around them remain unaltered. This melting effect is specific to the statues themselves. Why? What was unique about these particular stones? And how did this process occur? These are the puzzles that remain unanswered, the mysteries that continue to surround Tanis. Theories abound, of course. Some speculate about ancient and forgotten rituals, potent magics that may have been used to create the statues themselves. Perhaps the melting is some kind of residual effect, a consequence of the materials or processes used during their construction. Others propose that some as yet unknown geological activity could have altered the chemical structure of the stone, making it more susceptible to this unusual melting. Could it be some form of electromagnetic radiation? Or even an as yet undiscovered natural phenomenon? Modern science struggles with the limitations of our current knowledge. We understand the composition of the stone, but not how it could flow like that, not without extreme heat or pressure. It's like looking at something that seems impossible, defying our understanding of the physical laws we understand. Researchers are using cutting-edge technologies, scanning the statues with advanced imaging tools, conducting detailed mineralogical analyses, trying to find the key to see some kind of pattern in the stone that will lead them to an explanation. But the truth about Tanis, the truth behind these melted figures, remains elusive, shrouded in mystery. Perhaps the truth about Tanis lies not in the answers we find, but in the questions that remain. Tanis invites us to look beyond what we think we know, to recognize that the world still holds mysteries, wonders that defy explanation. The melting statues stand as silent witnesses to a truth we have yet to comprehend, an invitation to explore the unexplored and embrace the enigmatic nature of our past. They remind us that sometimes the greatest discoveries lie not in finding answers, but in learning to ask the right questions.